it's hard to set goals when everything feels important because you're like being pulled in so many different ways.
Yeah, but it's never that
Yeah,
case. You have
but
to dissect what you think is important
so
and
yeah,
rank it because it's
exactly.
not all.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it says.
Oh my goodness.
Unqualified, unsolicited, and totally honest opinions on midlife. Okay. I was super excited to talk about this topic because when things,
That's past tense.
I am super excited to talk about this topic
Yeah.
because it's something, when things kind of come to you from friends and then you like a topic and you hear it somewhere else and then
It's
you're
in your world and it keeps coming up.
it's in your world, it keeps coming up and it hit me yesterday and I was like, okay, wow, I'm listening. Whoever's sending these messages, universe, God, whatever, I'm a little woo, so it's all there.
It's happening.
And it's setting goals. And I know there's been so much talk about goal setting, but I'm bringing a different angle to it today.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, goals are tough. You declare them and then you kind of feel like you have to do it or you fail.
Yeah.
And then
It's like
it sucks to fail. Yeah. Because like if you don't set the goal, you don't ever fail. So you kind of win, but yet you're not really winning.
That is so true. And
Right?
I think for me also, I'm like happy go lucky. And so I'm not really clear on what I want because Oprah Winfrey she's said this a million times. And finally I'm like, okay, I get it, Oprah. But she says,
you get a goal and you get a goal.
Yeah. But she said, most people don't get what they want because they're not clear on what they want.
That makes sense.
And I get that. And I'm so like, I'm pretty vague about things. I'm like,
yeah, because if you say I want to win the lottery, you could literally win the lottery and get $1.
$1.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm pretty clear that I want kitchen countertops, but like on other things, like in my business, or I'm like, I want to grow. I want to, and I have to get more exact about it. But I was listening to this podcast I listened to, and it's a lot about, just big thinking, a little woo, but I love it. And he was saying that this time of year is very good to, it's not even January, but it's in Kabbalah or whatever. It's like, it's really good to start thinking about things and setting goals.
I mean, kind of isn't any time.
Exactly. Like whenever you're ready for it. But I like the 3 areas he said to set goals in. And then I'm going to tell you about how to be better about goal setting and why it's tricky for us and how we can all just be better about it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Because I want to just
buckle up, everybody, because it's going to be a hell of a ride.
Yeah. But I like this because he's
make a goal to finish this episode.
Yes, please.
Easily attainable.
And, listen to this advertisement, promotion. Anyway, so he said the 3 areas to set goals in is financial, relationships, and spiritual. And I was like, I've never heard it in those buckets. Like, I feel at the new year, you're like, oh, what do I want for the year? And that's your goal setting. But I really liked how that was worded. And then I like financial because it's black and white. There's a number you can hit. And so I spent some time, and God bless you for being my husband because you can just handle my random text of like, hey, we need to set goals. Okay, think about what you want to set in these areas and let's talk about it. Okay. And you're like, okay, it doesn't even faze you. I love it. Like other people would be like, wait, what? I'm like, overwhelmed, or you're just very chill about it. So thank you.
Yeah. Hey.
So for financial, it was really fun. And then I actually had a call with my virtual assistant that I hired. Christine, she's so sweet. She's in the Philippines. She's awesome. And I just started having her help me.
I guess you got to let people know what the hell that means.
Okay. Virtual assistant, like it's like this agency that helps you with assistance, and you interview them and everything like that. But she happens to be in the Philippines. My friend uses this agency. She's a realtor. They work with a lot of realtors, but they also work with people.
Just like business organization. Is it
assistant?
Business organization?
Like virtual assistant. She doesn't do, she helps me with, she does.
I was trying to go one layer deeper on the onion because virtual assistant assists you. Like we kind of got that. It
Oh.
was like ATM
I'm
machine.
trying to tell you what she does.
Yeah, but it's not clear.
Okay. So she will do everything I don't want to do. Like she is helping me on my website and implementing things and putting in systems and doing an email. Like when people join, they get the auto email that I crafted, but I'm like here, so I don't have to like sit there and email it.
Right.
And then she's doing Canva because Canva and I don't get along.
Yeah.
Like if I move something, the whole thing's off. Anyway, so she's doing all these things. So I get to support people more one-on-one, like in person, virtual, instead of doing all this stuff I don't like. So
Awesome.
anyway, she is
so
awesome.
Money well spent.
Money well spent. And we had our call. We have a call every Monday. And what I loved is I heard this thing in the morning. I texted you. So I was already in the like, let's set goals. And then I thought, oh, Christine, let's have a weekly goal. And she like loved it. And then I set a goal for her in the financial space. I didn't go into relationships or spiritual. So I was like, but she loved it. We had a goal and I was like, okay. And then both of us come at it of how we're going to hit this goal. We have a month goal and a weekly goal.
Right.
So she has tasks that her goal is to finish by the end of the week. And then we have a monthly goal of how many like books we want to get out there and all this stuff. So anyway, that was really
You
fun.
wrote a book?
Yes.
What's it about?
Oh, it's amazing. People are.
Come on.
Okay. For those of you that
Jeez
don't know,
Louise.
it's an awesome roadmap for helping people like us in the sandwich generation, helping our aging parents, raising kids of any age. And it takes you everywhere, like takes you from every stage of starting the conversation all the way through end of life. So anything in between, long-term care decisions, medical stuff, sibling challenges, all the things, and setting your own boundaries.
Yeah,
So
and
that's my
hey,
book.
I can attest it's a super easy read. I'm not. I'm a great movie watcher, not a great reader. I should be better at reading. And I read it, and it was really fast, really easy, and I was impressed with how much like real, like important information and stuff that like
exactly
would take a lot of Googling to get to.
Oh yeah.
Boom. All right. Sorry. Moving on.
No, and you only have to read the chapter you're in. That's how it's designed, which is great. Anyway, because how many parenting books?
Yeah, but you know what? Honestly, it didn't hurt to read ahead, so you kind of know, as things are like, because there's some down the road stuff that like it doesn't hurt to get ahead of.
Big font, pictures,
super easy, bullets. It's got everything, page numbers.
I know.
Golly.
Thank you, Paige.
What? I mean, it's like a real book.
Which was a goal of mine to finish by my birthday.
And you did it.
And I did it. So anyway, getting back to goals. And then it was neat to think about relationships because I was like, obviously you, and I was setting some things that I want for you and I, like, I was like, I definitely want at least one uninterrupted hour a week, like whatever that date or.
Yeah, I like that. That one resonated because I feel like we've sometimes it's just been like, we find moments, you know, like.
And we have,
but it is hard, man. There's so much.
Kids are around, but we are like, this is the stage we're in, and we love that our kids want to be around us. Because I mean, cut to next week, and they want nothing to do with us. You know, it could be any moment. Yeah. So, but that and some other things, and then I was thinking about other relationships, like the kids, and I really thought, oh, I want one-on-one time with them each week, you know, and that could be going to grab something to eat, going up in the barn with them, whatever. But I really love that because it's not the quantity, it's the quality. And if you really get that one-on-one time with them. So I really wanted that. And then I was thinking about friends and how important that is. And another thing he said with these buckets is he said, surround yourself with people that are nailing these things. So if they're really in tune with, rarely are people going to be nailing all three. And hey, there are some people that are. Right. But if someone's really in touch with their spirituality, that doesn't mean they have to go to church. That could be other things. If they're like, you know, just in touch and very deep and tapped in, tuned in, and they would be good to hang out with. Someone that's really financially aligned and like secure and confident. They're really good to hang out with. Someone that has a really strong marriage. It's just really good influences, and you are who you walk with. So I loved that.
Yeah, that goes beyond the 3 buckets. It goes beyond anything in life.
Exactly. And I think you and I do a good job of that. I think you and I are in inherently interested in people that are magnanimous in an area.
Oh, like, God, good word.
I know.
Woo!
And so
landed it.
Yeah, I love that's a
yeah. Mine was one I just said a couple seconds ago.
What was it?
Now I forgot. I was like, oh wow.
Rewind.
Yeah. No, but there was a word in there that I was like, oh, that was
Okay,
that was a little bit of a stretch.
When we listen later,
and I pronounced it, correctly.
Oh
yeah, I know.
I don't want to high five you yet because
just see the end of the show. We got magnanimous in, and God, what did I say?
Other fantastic.
Oh man.
Okay.
We're hitting goals. I had a goal for a big word in this, actually 3, so I'm going to try and get 2 more.
Good. Okay. But anyway, I just thought that was really neat. And then spiritually, one of my goals was, and I told you, and I like sharing it, and they say to share it with people that you're safe with. And you're obviously a safe space for sure. Yeah. And so
after all these years, she finally
with spirituality, I've shared about my morning routine, and I really love meditating. I really love taking that hour before a kid, any kid wakes up, of me time, of working out, taking care of my mind, my body, and my spirit. And I really feel like I do that. And so that to me is spirituality.
And I think you kind of already won the day the minute you roll out of that. That's really good.
Yeah. And so sharing your goals with people that you trust. And also one of my friends and I, actually 2 different friends, we're kind of become accountability.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you proclaim it, and not to be that like someone has to be like, oh, you got to do better at that. It's just like, hey, how's that going? And
you check in with each other. One, I have a workout accountability partner because she was good about getting on Peloton and doing these certain workouts. And I was like, well, how did you come up with your like regimen? And, she was like, oh, I do this thing. And I didn't even know where it was. It's like my iPhone does a million things and I use it for 3.
Yeah. So our brain.
Peloton app does a ton of things. And I'm like, where's that? Because I have the bike and then we have it on our TV. Anyway, so she pointed this out and I was like, great. So she and I just kind of inherently then were accountability partners. I'm like, boom, did it. And she's like, oh, thank you. Now I'm going to do, we just motivate each other.
Yeah.
And then another friend and I now are goal setting for the week and just saying, hey, I'm calling my shot. This is what I really want to have happen. And I love pushing myself beyond things that are comfortable, right? Like we need to keep.
Well, Audrey Hepburn said, do one thing every day that scares you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be like crazy, but like, I love that. I've always loved that. Yeah.
That's where growth lives.
That's totally like.
And Tom Brady said that. He was like, get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because that's where, if you live in comfort, you're just going to stay right where you were.
Easy peasy.
Yeah. And another thing I was thinking about, and I've said it a lot lately, and I was wondering to myself, in my inner monologue.
Hey, self.
Why are you saying that a lot lately? And what I've been
saying was it?
Is I'm thanking my past self. I've been thinking, because things will come and I'll be like an appointment, a massage I set up for myself for my birthday, but I finally booked it and I went in February and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, past self, for booking this. Because, you book and it's like 6 weeks before you actually go. And then a couple other things I'm like thanking my past self. So then this morning when I didn't want to work out, I was like, my future self will thank me that I can move, that I'm strong.
Yeah.
And so now I've kind of graduated to, I'm doing things for my future self, like in business, in physical, in mental, in health, and relationships. So goal setting is really setting up your future self for success. And we all want to be better than we are
today. Such an adult thing. Oh my God. It's so lame, but awesome.
Oh, I think it's awesome.
I'm saying it's awesome, but it's lame that we've gotten to this adult stage. I sometimes just have that reality check.
I'm kind of embracing the adult stage.
Yeah, because I've been doing a lot of stuff, like, and my friends I've known, everyone's getting a lot more health conscious because we're at that age where you're like, shit.
Well, I think the awareness.
You're like, oh, I might be halfway through this journey and this is how my body's feeling. Like, I can't do it now, Yeah.
And then I think the awareness of how bad our food's gotten and just medical and, all that.
Not just taking a little bit more on.
And that we are able to be our own advocate and stuff. So we have to be more on it. And I'm definitely like, it's in my brain every time I do something. I'm like, okay, this is on me. I don't get to just go get tuned up. And like before, if something's off, it's like a doctor can't help me. Even when I, like on our hormone episode, I was saying my naturopath was like, listen, these will help. These will be awesome. But you have to put it in, or you said like putting like an engine in a Honda Accord, like a Ferrari.
Oh yeah.
I have to give it a good base to.
You're crappy tires on a Ferrari.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
the analogy. Thank you.
That's all right.
Crappy tires.
Yeah.
But you have to give it something. So you have to do your part. And so I've been very mindful of that. Do you have aging parents and you're still raising your kids? Then welcome to the sandwich generation. It can be super overwhelming, but I've got you. I wrote an ebook that helps you save time, energy, and money. And you can get your copy on thesandwichgen.com/ebook, and it will help you with all the things you need. But I forgot how I got onto that.
We were talking goals.
Talking goals, but
Dude, did I totally?
The future you.
Oh yeah,
past you. But it's just weird how that's kind of come in my life. But I'm really liking it. I'm in it, and
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because
it's not really my idea.
But you're just looking ahead and just I mean, it's like almost like future stuff with the goals.
Added, not motivation, but that added like need. It's not fun, but necessary. And that's what
it's like planting flowers in your yard. There's no reward today, but when X amount of days or weeks down the road when those things bloom, that you'll be like, yes.
Oh, you mean like plants?
Yeah,
yeah, because
they're just like you're planting. It's like planting a seed that's gonna grow or whatever it may be. Do you know what I mean?
Done that? Have you actually like planted a seed?
No, but we were just talking about the wildflowers. I want to do it in our yard, and that's another old me. Like my 13-year-old self is like, you're such a dork, and I'm like, but they're so pretty when you see them.
And it's like, so we're talking about we got a bunch of native
wildflowers.
Native wildflowers. And it is like slacker.
I love it.
Slacker landscaping. Like we did it in this like bad patch in our front. Remember? I just kind of raked and like aggressively raked to get a little depth and then put those in. And I mean, I feel like
I think it's awesome. I want to do it.
Yeah. We're in on the slacker.
Yeah, but that's the same idea is that you're planting something for not immediate reward, but like a future reward.
Yes.
And it all has purpose and it pays off. And when it pays off, you're glad that your past self did it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is another layer for, I feel like, being more clear on goals and really, really, what do you want? Like, what do you want in these buckets of life? I mean, right now I'm focusing on the financial, the relationships, and the spiritual, just because that came up and I heard that podcast and I'm like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
But what do you want? And pick an area of your life.
I think relationships is pretty self-explanatory, and I think finance is pretty self-explanatory. But like, if someone's not really religious, explain what spiritual is.
Oh God, that's
I know.
A whole episode.
Well, okay.
So.
But I'm thinking like.
To me, I think it's all. Which I love, and I've learned because oh my God, we should do a podcast about this. I think
stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah, but I feel like we'll freak people out. But this is like whiskey shed talk.
Okay.
Oh, it'd be a whiskey shed spiritual talk.
I do like some conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
Oh, but that's what we usually talk. Yeah.
To me, because I feel like spirituality is such an individual thing.
Okay, so we're gonna rock that down the road. But give me the Cliff Note version right now, so that people can like tune in on that.
I feel like it is something that you feel that you are like
betters oneself,
loved and supported and guided through life with a source of some sort that's larger than you that keeps you like I don't know, like aligned.
Not grounded, but like
that is like the messiest description.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared, but
because when you sent me that text, I was like, I felt really clear at goals for finance and relationships. I felt like that was pretty easy, and there's goals there that I could make, and I could declare them and feel good about it. Spiritual, I was like, you know what I mean? Like, because I guess I would working out's really important to me, and when I work out, I feel way better.
Yeah.
Right with myself, and so like that's. To me, I could wrap that into spiritual. But
like meditating to me is
I would imagine that. Yeah, sure.
Spiritual bucket, because I'm like, that is me like really just getting present and like just being open
but like even like I would say
I pray every night.
Yeah.
Like I pray and I but I also believe we'll say.
But what about like a goal for like to me, I would think like a goal to just be a little bit easier on yourself in your brain, right? Could be spiritual, right?
Totally.
Because I think we're probably our biggest.
To me,
That is meditation.
It's just quieting that
noise
mind, because I feel like that is what runs our day, and that's what I love about goal setting. Is I feel like I was saying with the past self and future self, I feel like we're overwhelmed. There's so much going on, and we easily become the passenger in our own lives. And this ego is like, oh, don't do that, because your ego wants to keep you safe, right?
Protect,
so in that uncomfortable zone where the growth that happens is not safe. So it's like, no. So stay in the passenger seat. I got you. It's all controlled and safe and good. And, we're not even going to go anywhere. We're just going to like stay in the freaking driveway, or we're going to stay in the parking spot. And then I don't want that life. I want to, as uncomfortable as it is, I want to go do the things. So I feel like setting goals and really being clear on what you want and doing these things will get you back in the driver's seat.
All right. So you set goals. I think my biggest fear about setting goals is that I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to land it. So then I don't. So I do.
Fear.
It's just like a little bit of like, I understand, but I think that's got to resonate with a lot of people. Resonate a pretty good word? That's a pretty good one. No,
is that ego?
No, like a big word. Resonate? Nah, that's pretty lame word.
You need to set bigger goals.
I'm trying to get to the 3 easy, but I don't have it.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Anyways, no, but I do think, like, when you declare it, it's hard, and you put yourself out there, or just whether it's to yourself or to your friends or whatever,
right.
Like, again, we're getting out of that safe thing. You declare it, and it doesn't happen.
Do you want to know how to circumvent that?
Yeah.
Circumvent.
It's
a good one.
Yeah, I like it. But again, if resonate doesn't land, then that's the same sort of, Yeah.
I just haven't said it well, so I'm like, hello, good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, can you tell me like words?
Yeah.
Set a small goal.
The micro stuff.
That you can attain in 10 minutes. If you're just diving back in with goals, or your ego's really chirpy and going, no.
But I think a lot of the financial ones. Okay, so financial
goal, you could be like,
okay, I got a micro financial one for us then. Yeah.
Do you want to share it?
No, that's not a big deal. There's just a loan that I want to like start notching off on.
Okay,
and so it's like just up at a couple hundred maybe. And that's manageable.
Example is that you can take something that's big and you can do these little nibbles at it, and those nibbles add up.
So they do. Yeah.
So I like
your future self will be stoked.
Exactly. Oh my God, it was rotten.
Yeah.
Love it. Full circle. And then and motivation is unstable. So
motivation.
You can't rely on only motivation to get a goal done.
Your own personal motivation.
Let's take my friend and I. This week, I was like, I want to do weights 3 times this week, and then 2 days of cardio, because that's now like I'm like, I want to age well. This is very important. The weight training and the cardio.
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday cardio, and weights Monday, Wednesday, Friday is always a decent plan, and then try and do some sort of movement on the weekend.
Exactly.
That's a great
motivation. You can't rely on motivation only. Systems win. And I'm totally getting that now, because the night before I am like my weight day or whatever, because that's when I do it at 5:30 in the morning, I put my workout clothes by our bedroom door. And so I don't upset.
You kind of have to trip over it in order to get out.
Yeah.
Idea.
Well, and also I'm like, I've made that commitment. I made that decision. It's there. I'm calling my shot. And it's a system where I get up, and then I'm also like, I get to like lay on our heated PEMF mat afterwards, an electromagnetic frequency mat. Anyway, again, woo. But I have this whole routine, and I know for a fact my day is better when I go
100%.
through these things of working out and doing that hour of the whole system care before everyone gets up, and I'm then serving others, especially for moms. So when I was looking up tips on how to really help goals happen, is the motivation can't rely solely on that systems win. So do the same time, same place.
Yeah, that's the late. Remember when you were talking about my flossing at night versus the morning?
Yeah. Share your flossing thing. I mean, everyone can't wait, because you said
you, as the dentist daughter, believe you should floss at night before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm like, and I went in, and sometimes I floss at night, sometimes I floss in the morning. And I was talking to my dentist, and she was like, you just got to find the day and stick to it at the time, whatever works. Because I'm like, sometimes at night it's too late and I'm tired and I skip it, because I just want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, then do the morning. Because if that gets you to do it every day, and I just said every morning I wake up and I floss and brush.
That is
And then now I haven't missed a day.
And they say that consistency overrules so much.
Yeah.
So
it's better to do some than not anything.
Exactly.
Right?
So if you weren't doing it at night and you found that that works for your habit stack in the morning, do that. Okay.
Yes.
You just gave me the quick wrap up. So I'm going to read these last 3 things because I think they're so good in gold and they're all in gold paper. So I'm just going to do it because everything about me is yellow. So anyway, I just want to share. Okay, I love this one because overwhelmed.
You're not so faster.
When you feel overwhelmed because everything feels important, like that's sometimes it's hard to set goals when everything feels important because you're like being pulled in so many different ways.
Yeah, but it's never that case. You have to dissect what you think is important and rank it because it's not all.
That's exactly what it says.
Oh my goodness. God, you would think I read that.
Yeah. You don't need to do more. You just need to decide what matters most.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prioritize the list and hit it.
But sometimes it's just good to.
No, I'm not dogging you out. I think
I know. Yeah. I know. I'm not feeling dogged.
Jeez.
But, okay. Clarity creates relief.
Clarity creates relief. So if you're super clear about it.
Exactly.
Then,
like Oprah said, when you're not going to get what you want, if you're not clear on what you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So love that. Oprah, genius. And also with my business, I loved that I was like, okay, I'm clear that this is our goal this month. Instead of having those days where I'm like,
I want my business to be bigger and better.
I'm busy and I'm doing all these things, but I'm kind of busy in the passenger seat instead of I'm driving towards this goal. And then everything takes because I have this goal, I'm prioritizing what will get me to this goal this month. So yes, I'm busy and doing all the things, but I'm prioritizing what will get me to that goal. Driver's seat. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. And again, this future you needs help from the current you. And I was like, hi, another place that's being served to me, like that I've been saying this a lot lately. And then when I look it up of like, hey, because I
don't have it yet.
Personal stories. And then I looked up like what are some tips about goal setting and stuff. But
wait, I don't get any of that.
When I was talking about how it's been coming up to me a lot with the goals, like kind of from all different aspects. And then I was saying, I don't know where it came from, but I was saying the future me will thank me for what I'm doing today.
Sure.
And then when I was looking up tips for setting goals, it says, future you needs help from current you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm on to something. It's nice to know the road you're traveling is a good road.
Right? It's just a pat on the back moment.
No, just like.
What? That's a pat on the back. What do you mean, no? Yes, I am.
Yes.
And enjoy the pat on the back. Fantastic.
Yes. So, but I do love this because I've been putting that a lot out there, like verbiage wise on the gram and stuff. And I hope that people can understand that and implement that for themselves.
So set some goals in finance, relationship, and spirituality.
Yeah. Know that the future you needs help from the current you. So do the thing. Send the email. Make the phone call, have the conversation, do the thing, because your future you will thank this you when it comes.
Yeah. Yes. And you're the future you, so you'll be stoked.
Yes.
You're doing you a favor.
And I'm already thinking past me for the things they did. So unless your head's spinning around like, what? I hope that understands. I hope that you can understand that. And I hope that sinks in because we definitely in our midlives, which I think is like the prime of our life, I want to be in the driver's seat.
Every moment is the prime of your life because that's the moment you got.
So let's get a little uncomfortable. Let's set some goals, some small stuff. Let's prioritize. Let's get clear on what we really want. You can use these buckets. You can find your own.
Yeah.
But just get setting.
Oh, last thing.
Oh.
Which is hard. You probably, even though, and I hate myself for saying this, you should write it down or you got to declare it to somebody. If it's just a goal in your brain, because I usually do goals in my brain, but putting it down on paper, computer, or like a note on your phone or whatever, or telling people makes it a heck of a lot more real.
Oh, I
more
love
powerful.
that. I love the writing it down. I always do that.
Somewhere where you can see it too is always, if you, like on your mirror, like little post notes on that.
I mean, we still have one. I'm like, our cleaners will judge.
Oh, I know. We have a check on our mirror that says 4 countertop. It's a check you wrote.
I read somewhere.
We'll get it someday.
They're like, write yourself a check for something you want. And But that one hasn't worked that well.
Not yet. It's a journey. It's going to come when it's supposed to come. But, and maybe it's just because it gives us fodder to talk about on the show. I don't know.
That's
whatever.
Funny. But it's like the very vulnerable things you have up in your room, and then your cleaner comes and you're like, well, didn't take.
Yeah, whatever. Down. They already see our dirty laundry.
Like,
literally,
you can talk about me all day long. It's fine. It's like when you don't know this, but when you go get your pedicure or manicure, they're talking.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
What are they saying about me? And then I'm like, oh well, I mean, whatever. Like, I didn't shave. Whatever. It's fine.
Good times.
Good times. If you loved hanging out with us, hit that follow button and share this episode with someone who could use a little midlife magic. Now go rock the rest of your day.